Hello, Twin Flame Collective. Here is your check-in. Okay, I've got some fascinating stuff going on. I haven't channeled it yet. I've just kind of laid it out. And so I'll get help as I'm going through it. If you hear anything or anything happens during this reading, like alarms going off or whatever, just take it as a confirmation of whatever I'm saying. And FYI, it's raining here. It just started, so if thunder and lightning happens, woohoo, we'll see. We get confirmations on. Okay, so as usual, right, we have the divine masculine's feelings towards the divine feminine, the divine feminine's feelings towards the divine masculine. We have the divine masculine's feelings towards the karmic, and then we have future, and then I also have some oracle cards, right? And then the future from the divine feminine's higher self, and then the future from the divine masculine's higher self towards the divine feminine. Okay, and this is the divine masculine's future from his higher self about the karmic. Okay, so let's just get into it and we'll see what comes out. So right now, the divine masculine sees himself as being manipulative and tricky and dishonest in this relationship, and there's a possibility he wants to make it better. The divine feminine is coming in as very defeated, right? That's how he's coming in. She's coming in as defeated. Their differences are over, I would say, social media, something on social media, some sort of social media communication. The Eight of Wands is normally about communication and it's quick movement forward. So definitely they're having trouble in that regard. They also represent Cupid's arrows. In their similarities, they see this has, they want like this to go full cycle. They see each other as each other's world. Emotionally, they know like small offers have been made, possibly still want to make an offer towards the divine feminine, but in the physical and physically, it's like, I get knocked down, but I get up again. And so they're just trying to think if they can even get up again, if they can do it one more time, because mentally they feel like they're each other's trophy wife and trophy husband, right? And so on the oracle, the Masculine's Madness Oracle by Bridget Rao, he's saying, I'm ashamed of what I've said. So, you know, it could have been some of the social media communication. I'm sick of pretending to be someone I'm not. I'm wearing a mask. So maybe he sees himself as being able to be himself with her. Okay, I feel like I'm losing my mind in awakening. So that's an awakening means like they're waking up and awakening to the fact that this is actually a divine union. And he feels like he's losing his mind. Because when the divine steps in, you don't understand how everything could be out of control and slip through your fingers, and how does that happen, and there's no way, like, you just feel like you're going crazy a little bit, but really you're just awakening, right? So the divine feminine, she's just, waiting to see if this ship comes in. He sees himself as wanting to make a romantic offer or gesture. It's fascinating that they see themselves as coming full cycle with the world here and here. In her position, it's like they've had challenges bringing this in full circle. So very interesting. And emotionally, they know they need to use their intuition to move this forward, but they're afraid at this time. And in the physical, they would like to ground something stable and new. And mentally, they're just trying to figure out how to bring it in. And now that's interesting that he's here. So that's the Magician for his want. So it's in both their mentality, the Magician in the Divine Feminine's reading. So that's some confirmation that maybe he does want to manifest this with the Divine Feminine after all, because he's coming to his awakening, and he's ready to take that mask off, right? And be who he actually is. So the Divine Masculine's feelings towards the Karmic is, he sees this as a partnership that he wants. The Karmic's coming in as stable at this time. Woohoo, shocker, because these readings have been coming out like these oracle cards. When these oracle cards came out, I snickered a bit. I'm sorry, I did. Because I fantasize about you every night. There's so much anger inside of me. I'm hostile. I'm absolutely obsessed with you. And so my readings have always come out before I had the oracle cards. They just came today. There was a very sexual relationship, that it was sexually based, and that there was a lot of codependency. So she's coming in stable, which is shocking. They've had some trouble with some spying on social media. Or some negative messages, this is usually, gossip, negative messages, people being a little bit vicious and hatery. The similarities are coming in as, this is like normally the F-boy card, right? This is player, this is lies, deceit, secrets. It's the traditional cheater, pumpkin eater card. But it can also mean self-sabotage, okay? For some of you, it'll mean that, they both cheated. They're similar in that they lie, and they're deceitful, and they keep secrets, and they're sneaky, okay? Emotionally, they're coming in as working very hard on this relationship and trying to pay attention to detail. They would like to ground something stable. And interestingly enough, he also sees the Karmic as victory mentally. So he also sees her as like the trophy wife. They see each other as each other's trophy wife and husband, just like they see each other here. So it's the same card, right? You have the Six of Wands with his feelings towards the Divine Feminine, and that's in their mental similarities. And then in his feelings towards the Karmic, it's victory in their mental similarities. I nearly fell over when the cards came out. But like I said, if you go back to past readings, this has been a sexually based relationship, with a lot of deceit in it. So it's just coming out again. And the oracle cards coming out like this, I nearly fell over. So, their future is like, he'd like to come in as the King of Pentacles with towards the single, abundant, stable woman. he's gotten some clarity on how, you know, on the choice he made in his ship coming in. He feels like he has his, you know, sorry not sorry, the cat swallowed the canary, wish fulfillment. Okay, but the thing is the divine is going to step in and end this. Okay, and either he has been told this is going to happen already by a psychic, or the divine feminine has already told him this, and he's aware that he's eventually going to move forward and leave this behind. Okay, he is thinking, you know, or after that actually all happens, he'll be in solitude for a while and think about it, and then rush in and balance everything out as the King of Wands, who's a very ambitious man. You know, he loves his family. He's a great collaborator, owns businesses, and, you know, if he's in, he's in. If he's not, he's not. And so the his Ocean of Emotion oracle is courage. I think I can fix this, which kind of makes sense because he has way up in his emotions that he's working on the relationship, right? That's crazy. I can't make these things up, okay? So he's emotionally working on that relationship because he thinks he can. Thank you for caring when nobody else did. I'll try never to stop. I'll never stop trying to do better. Well, that's exactly how this king is, just FYI. Like, it's hilarious that it came out like that. Like, it probably came right out under it, and I pushed it over to show what, you know, what deck it came from. So, that's that king. Promise you. Promise you. Okay, so his future, the divine feminine, so this is his higher self telling the future about him and the karmic, right? This is the divine feminine's higher self talking about the future towards the divine masculine. She's also got the Eight of Pentacles, but in this deck it means, like, you know, because that's that up there, that's the traditional card of it. But I think hers is more like, I am blocking this ish out. I can't even look at this. I feel so stabbed in the back. You were my wish, you were my hope, you know, but there was, you know, negative messages. So, you know, like, I have a feeling like it was like, I thought you were my victory. But now I can't even deal with this. I can't even look at it. Like, she's not even looking at the cup that's being offered to her, right? You know, I'm just thinking about this divine union, the lovers, and how we could have gone the distance with marriage. This is a marriage card, okay? So I can't even deal, you know, like, I thought you were my victory. I can't even think about that. Like, I can't even deal. I'm thinking about, or, you know, going over how, how I thought this divine union was going to go the distance, right? And, so her oracle is, I wish I could just tell you how I feel. Please don't give up on us. I hate separation. And I really feel when these cards came out underneath it, they were actually the divine masculine kind of answering. You are so worthy of love, and I just hold you back. I've been careless with your heart. I don't know what to do. So I think this was her speaking, and he kind of answered back. That it just flows. It makes sense to me that way. And then this is the Journey of Love Oracle. So we have, I want forever with you, which makes sense because she had, I thought this was going to go the distance, right? It's always been you, so she's always thought it was him. It's never changed her mind. I wanted you from the moment I saw you. Yep, from the second she saw you, I always knew it was going to be you. I wanted forever with you. These all say, they're the same thing. I can hear you, so definitely, twin flames can hear each other. They can speak in the 5D. There's telepathic communication. Definitely to, from over here, it looks like the divine feminine might be psychic even. Eternally yours. I mean, this is just like, she was like, he was it. He was it. That's a marriage card, right? These are all marriage oracle union cards. Eternally yours. And I'm so afraid to tell you, right? So forever, always, the moment I saw you, eternally yours. I'm just frightened to tell you. And then I can hear you, right? So let's go over his future with the divine, his higher self, talking about his future with the divine feminine. So right now, they're on a stalemate. I'm growing this relationship, right? This is like, that neither one of them want one of the swords to drop. It's not going anywhere. They've been planting seeds for so long. He knows he should have dropped his burdens to move forward and offer something stable, but he's in regret about it right now towards what he's done to the Empress, who's the divine feminine, because he juggled her. So he has regret about juggling the divine feminine. But here we go. Justice is gonna come in. So just like over here, the wheel, and if you go to wheel, death, and then the high priestess, what you're gonna have, justice is gonna come in, and some truth will come out, some negative truth or messages will come out, and he will have his sorry not sorry wish fulfillment, and he will work very hard. The Eight of Coins, so that's the Eight of Pentacles, just like she's got the Eight of Pentacles, just like the Eight of Pentacles is up there on this. And everything will be wiped out, right? This is the Tower. It's going to come and wipe everything out about this union, so that they can come together with this passionate new beginning. But he's afraid at this time. He's not seeing clearly, which is confirmation of how they both felt up here, because it's the Moon card, and that's the Moon card. And so his Ocean of Emotion oracle towards the divine feminine is, nothing matters anymore. I give up. Depressed. Illuminate. Your light helped to guide me out of my darkness. I want to make you smile again. So, I mean, to me, it looks like he might be in a relationship with the Karmic, and he's regretting it, right? He's regretting it, even though they might have had some good things here and there. Overall, he knows he's awakening, and this is a divine union, despite everything. So if this resonated with you, feel free to let me know and in the comments. And if you'd like a personal reading with me, you can DM me or email me at Tanya@earthangeleverlasting.com. Have a great day.